Hey guys, SFP here, and welcome to episode number 23 of my FIFA 16 Barcelona career mode, guys. And again, this is going to be a three-game episode. We are going to start off here against Athletic Bilbao. Now, as we see the little intro here, guys, I want to remind you guys that if you guys stay active on my channel for this whole month, I will give you a shout out the week starting Saturday, November 21st, all the way to the following Saturday. So that whole week will be dedicated to you guys. I will be making these videos obviously, but during this little intro time, as we see here, I'm in first place. During these little intro things here, I will basically be giving you guys a shout out because I figure this way would be a better way of giving you guys a shout out because people actually will watch these videos. I'm not sure how many people would watch a shout out video if I created it right now, but maybe that's something I'll consider in the future. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys have been enjoying your weekend so far. I know I've been absent for a while and I've had my reasoning for that, but I am back and I think I might make this a permanent change to have 3 games per episode. Granted, the episodes will be longer, but I will try to do my best to reduce the time here. However, as we can see here, we actually are in a little bit of a pickle because we have a Copa del Rey game coming up very soon. So I'm actually going to start my C team here. I don't think I've used my C team in a long time. In fact, I think this might be the first time I've used it this whole season. But let's see. I'm hoping for at least a draw because I'm not considering. I don't think my team here is strong enough to get the win. As we see here, we have the best home record as well. We have 7 wins, 3 draws, 0 losses. For a total of 24 points. Granted, we're not that far off from the second team. And let's begin this game. Here we have a Rafinha. Rafinha's going to make a cutback. And somehow we get a Pique call there, guys. I'm not exactly sure why, but I will take it. As we can see on the replay, maybe it's a handball, maybe there's a late foul there. I'm not exactly sure, but like I said, we see a replay yet again here. And I'm not sure what that is and why did Rafinha just do a whole 360 there. I have no clue, but maybe soccer should not be his profession. Maybe he should be going to acting, and he'd probably get an Oscar for that. And here we have Iniesta with the PK, and Iniesta scores, guys. As you can see here by the replay, it was a great attempt here. And I just noticed how tall Samper is, actually. That's a little bit crazy. I know Iniesta's not exactly the tallest guy, but the height difference there seems to be significant. Anyways, let's continue here with this next match, and I believe that is how the first half will end, guys. We actually nick in 1 goal here right before the end of the first half. And what a great time to actually get that goal because, having it been the end of the first half, we go into the next half with a couple of momentum and maybe the morale for Athletic Bilbao will be lowered because of it. And here I'm going to make a couple changes here. And I'm just going to make a few. Obviously, I'm going to take out the captain here and put in Alex Vidal. And let's just start the second half commence. Here we have Aduris with a great shot, but what a nice save there by my third string goalkeeper, Jordi Masip. Or Masip, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce that. And I would blame myself, but I don't think he's played that frequently in Barcelona. So I haven't had the chance to hear the announcers say his name. Here we have Benat. Benat passes it back to Aduris, and Aduris takes another shot. Or, excuse me, Axectes takes a shot. And not exactly the best shot I've seen so far in this game. It's been a little bit weak. And here we have a possible counterattack. Passes it to Dongo. Dongo actually kind of shows his defender there. Goes for the shot, and the shot's just a little wide, guys. Just a little too wide there, unfortunately. And even Iniesta's a little disappointed at that shot. He thought it was going in, and I thought it was going in too. And we actually are going to cut this half short because not too much happened. Maybe a little bit more than the first half, but that'll be the end for this first game here. We get a 1-0 victory so far, which is great. We've been rolling on that undefeated streak for a while, although technically I did lose one of the legs of the Copa del Rey, so technically I guess I'm not undefeated, but league-wise I am. And here I'm actually going to make a couple changes. I'm going to take out Rafinha, and I'm putting in Sergio Roberto. And the reason I did that was because Rafinha lost his promising player attribute. So, and actually now that I think about it, I don't know if you've ever had a promising player attribute. For those of you guys who don't understand, it's that little green thing that's in the side of the player when you're training them. So I switched it with Sergio Roberto, who had that little green icon. And here I'm actually going to go for the last player on my list, which is Jose Gaya. I've been wanting a new left back because I plan on selling Adriano, and Grimaldo isn't exactly where I want him to be at the moment. And here we see that Laporte actually declines his contract because he wants a better squad role. And I believe last time I gave him a squad rotation. This time I'm going to get him an important player and offer some money he wants. Although I'm not exactly sure if I will have him rotate enough to satisfy that role that he wants. But nevertheless, it's not a bad idea to hire the best players available, and so I figure I would have uh, a lot of quality players on my bench and figure out how that'll work in the long run. But basically, I want him here, and apparently Jose Gaya is being a little bit pricey here. Valencia is, and they want 32,000. I'm not prepared to put that much money in, although I do want him. But considering I do want to sell Adriano, I figure why not add him to the trade here. So I'm gonna keep, I believe, the 20 million, and then just put Adriano as basically to satisfy the remaining uh, transfer fee that Valencia wants. And here we're gonna go with the auto replacement. Obviously, I'm gonna have the A team here because this is an important game. This is the next round of the Copa del Rey against Celta Vigo.
Hola amigos, ¿cómo están? Es un placer acompañarles. El camino, largo camino de esta competencia está dando un paso importante, un paso más hacia la gran final. La cosa en España
And a lot of fans here from Celta Vigo. And this, I believe, is the first leg. And here we have that the player to watch is Lionel Messi, which without a doubt, he is the best player to watch here, guys. And like I said, guys, I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. I actually have been meaning to watch a movie that just came out this week, and I know there's two actually good movies that come out this weekend, and one of them is Spectre, which, to be honest, I am not looking forward to Spectre. I loved the previous one, Skyfall. Skyfall was a great movie. I'm not looking forward to this next one, though. I'm not exactly a big James Bond fan. But the movie I do want to watch is the Peanuts movie, and so far I've heard positive things about it, so I'm hoping to see that at some point in this weekend. For those of you guys who are movie buffs or like to enjoy movies, what movies would you guys be watching this weekend? And I know that's a little bit random, but hey, that's kind of how my episodes are here. And focusing on the game now, we have La Paz, excuse me, I believe that was Las Paz, with a kind of acrobatic attempt there. The idea was great, the execution was horrible though. And here we have another opportunity, and I actually clip one of the players from Celta Vigo from behind, and our captain, Andres Iniesta, will get the first yellow card of the game. And as you can see there, that is a clear yellow card. He wasn't even going for the ball at all. And it's something that I do not expect from my captain. My captain should be a role model and kind of have the team, do the best that they can. And for some reason, I guess maybe Iniesta slipped there. But that will be the end of the first half, guys. A 0-0 draw here for the first leg of the Copa del Rey. Not exactly the result that I want, but nevertheless, as long as I get that clean sheet, I think I'll be happy enough. Although then all would depend on the next game at home. Well, and I'm taking Iniesta out because apparently he's not a 90-minute player anymore. I mentioned this before. It's really irritating, especially since he's our captain. But considering his age, I figure that's probably why. And here we have an attempt here, and for a second there, I thought I was offsides, but I went through with it. And after Neymar scores, we clearly see that the linesman flagged us for offside. As you can see here, I thought I timed it and beat the offside trap that they were going for, but as we can see there, I was unsuccessful. Here you have another attempt with Neymar. Neymar kind of puts the boost there. He goes for the shot, and what a great shot there, and a nice save there from the Celta de Vigo goalkeeper. And something tells me that second shot was a little fluky, but we don't get a replay to see, unfortunately. And here we have kind of a stumble there from the goalkeeper, and Suarez, the Charrua there, the Uruguayan striker, makes magic happen. He finds the gap. He goes for the shot. You know, Suarez has got to be the most complete striker, and I know there's a lot of people, or a lot of strikers that you could argue for. Lewandowski, or you could argue maybe he's one of the most complete strikers there is right now. But Suarez, I feel, is the most complete striker. I mean, you can argue Aguero possibly, but right now I feel like Suarez can create for himself. He's opportunistic as well, so that's what I would classify him as a complete striker. But let me know in the comment section down below, guys, which striker you feel is the most complete striker. Is it Suarez? Is it Lewandowski? Is it Sergio Aguero? Is it someone that I haven't even mentioned yet? Let me know in the comment section down below. But anyways, we finished that game with a 1-0 victory, and that obviously away goal will come in handy come the next round. Or come the next game. And here we have that Laporte has accepted, so I'm basically spending 45 million euros for this one player here, and I'm hoping he's worth it. And I know it's not exactly the most interesting option because I'm pretty sure like half the people playing FIFA right now get Laporte based on his overall rating right now and the potential that he hopefully can accomplish. And here I'm going through the scout report. And so far, no one exciting from the US. And bearing in mind that I have one more transfer to go, I'm not sure I'm going to have enough transfer budget for it. So I figure I'll ask the board. They deny my 20 million, but they say, hey, we can give you 12 million. And 12 million should be more than enough to make sure I have enough money to first purchase the left back Gaia, as well as have some transfer budget or budget in general, just in case someone wants to get a renewed contract. And here we go with our next game, and I believe it's our last game against Malaga here. And here we have the sultry voices of Fernando Palomo and Mario El Matador Kempes. And as you can see there, Malaga's in 16. They haven't been doing so well lately. We, on the other hand, are first, still undefeated, I might add. Anyways, in here, apparently the player to watch is Amrabat with 7 goals in the league so far. What I don't understand is why isn't Messi the player to watch? Because he is second right now with 9 goals, I believe, or 11 goals. I didn't quite see that at the moment. And here we go with the starting 11 for Malaga. And here we see that the Mexican goalkeeper, Guillermo Ochoa, is actually starting. And this should be interesting because uh, for any Mexican fans that are watching, you guys can probably attest to this. He is apparently a big, or was at least a big deal in Mexico. Well, I'm not sure how the fans react to him now, but I know back in the day, he was the shit. To be honest, I always thought he was overrated. I think the guy is a good goalkeeper. He has his moments. He's a great shot stopper. But overall, as a goalkeeper, I feel that he's just okay. He's overhyped, and as we can see there, I almost proved my point there because he gives us a nice juicy rebound. But unfortunately, Rafinha can't um, get the correct footing there, and even if he did score, it was going to be offsides anyways. Here we have another opportunity with Camara. Camara finds Iniesta. Iniesta goes with a 360 and it goes in the back of the net. And I think that just proved my point there. That was poor goalkeeping. Well, poor defending, first of all. So there's that. But the fact that the goalkeeping there isn't exactly great either. As we can see by the replay, I do a 360. There was no way. There was no way the ball should have gone on the back of the net. The angle was horrible, and somehow it sneaks by Guillermo Ochoa's right uh, shoulder there. As you can see there, they're celebrating their first goal here, and obviously I want to keep this momentum going. And so far, I think this Barcelona career mode has been very successful in my eyes, just because of the way I'm actually going about the career mode. And here we have another opportunity. This time, though, Guillermo Ochoa makes a nice, simple save, simple enough to get the job done, which is basically don't let the ball go past you. As you see here, Iniesta is going to go for the corner, and such a weird header there. They try to get it out. And here we have with Dongo. Dongo goes for the long distance shot, and what a beautiful blast there from Dongo. Absolutely magisterial, as the announcer from BN Sports would say, whose name is escaping me right now, and it should not, because he's a well-known commentator. He likes to kind of exaggerate in his calls there, and I'm trying to remember his name, but I can't remember right now. What a great shot. That angle there is perfect. And to be honest, there was nothing Guillermo Ochoa could have done. The only probable person who could have stopped that was probably Neuer. Maybe even De Gea could have stopped that. But there is no way Guillermo Ochoa was going to save that. And I believe that, my friends, is how the first half will end. We get a 2-0 partial victory so far, which seems to be very well right now, because in the previous two games we haven't exactly had a defining lead, although I guess you could argue that 2-0 is a very dangerous result because teams tend to get complacent. They kind of take their foot off the pedal, if you will, and it gives the losing team an opportunity to make a comeback. But I'm hoping not this time. And here we have Samper with a great through ball by one of our midfielders there, and he will finish it off. And what a beauty it is. A simple curler that goes in the back of the net, and I think I can call it now, guys. What a great pass by Donko, actually. Nice through ball. And the curl there. And I believe I can call it. I think it's over. I'm not saying that Malaga, excuse me, not Malaga. Is it Malaga? I'm not saying that Malaga can't make a comeback, but I highly doubt it. And I believe this is the first goal for our youngster here, Sergi Samper. And here we have another possible opportunity with Rafinha. Rafinha still has the ball. He's putting the pace in, though, although he's getting a little bit exhausted. He's going to try to find his own shot, actually. I thought he was going to go for the pass, but I guess he faked it as well. And what a horrible shot there. He was trying to go for the bend again, but something tells me his left boot wasn't properly laced or something, because it just went straight out of bounds. And here we go with Amrat, the player to watch, and what a great shot. But what a great save there from our goalkeeper, Claudio Bravo, who in my eyes is the number one here for Barcelona. Excuse me, it is not Claudio Bravo, it is Jordi Masip. Oh, that's a little bit embarrassing. But anyways, here we have what could be the last opportunity for Malaga. What a nice header there. And what an acrobatic save there from Masip. I think that was uncalled for, to be honest, but what the heck. Maybe it was for the pictures. And that's how our last game will end, guys. We have a 3-0 victory, which I believe shows how dominant we are in this league. And here in the final few minutes here that I have left, I'm going to see that, unfortunately, they're not happy with the transfer offer that I made for Gaia, although they are interested in Adriano, which is good. All I have to do is bump up the price, or the offer, excuse me, to 28.9 million euros. And I figure, you know what, it's close enough, you might as well just make it a solid 29. And some of you may find that stupid, but hey, I mean, I figure, what the heck, I have the money, why not just do it as well. And here we have another training simulation that I'll have with the boys here. And I'm hoping someone will grow this episode. Will they, won't they? No, unfortunately not, but at least they get a good amount of growth going. That's going to be it for this video, guys. Remember, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter at SFP Soccer Show and on Twitch at SFP Gaming. Remember, guys, please stay active on my channel, and I will give you guys a shout out on my next couple of videos come the week of the 23rd. So until next time, guys, for the episode coming out tomorrow, peace out, and it looks like we're getting Gaia as well, which is great. See you next time.